Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. Taking a quick look here at Caspa. I just got a lot of requests for this one, just because it's bouncing back quite nicely in the last couple of days when Bitcoin's actually retracing and pulling back. So just something to kind of recognize and take a look at here. We're going to go ahead and see a few things that are important, such as the macro data, what the RSI is telling us, and obviously a little bit more micro too. I did get a request here as well to kind of check out the larger time frames too. We could look at just say the weekly and kind of get perspective there. It is on a downtrend on the weekly, but generally speaking, we don't have enough data effectively to understand specifically what that convergence or divergence is going to look like. Okay, so in that sense, what we usually do is just rely on Fibonacci retracement levels and kind of go from there. So that being said, if you're new to the channel, love teaching people to trade. Hope you can learn something here today. If you could do us a quick favor, just to touch on this here briefly, if you could just help us grow our Twitter account. We're trying to get this up and running. And so far, we've got quite a lot of new members here, so appreciate that. But if you want to stay abreast on a lot of news, fundamentals, technical data, pretty much everything that I put out is here. It's a lot more interactive and just a fun way of communicating with everyone. So check that out in your own time. Be sure to reference that. Again, links for this here down below, cryptocash.tech, if you want to reference that. You can also see some of our profits that we took as well here recently. I made a video here just kind of showing when we got in, when we got out. We took a short from 30,500 on Bitcoin, and we're still taking profit right now. Okay, so cool stuff there with that. Whoa, okay, so let's just jump right in here. So Caspa, what this is telling us here so far, first of all, when it comes to the Elliott wave, for example, we've gotten higher highs and higher lows so far. And at this point, if the most recent candle wick down on April 17th is essentially the bottom, then we're looking at a position where we should be able to see a higher high coming in the future. So what that does imply for us is that we should be able to see a price point above the 4.27 cent mark. Okay, so we're looking at that, kind of like looking at that for a potential increase here. So this run could continue higher. We just got to recognize that there is a descending trend here we need to get through and break through before we can have any legs to stand on. Okay, because a lot of times the price will break down like this and it can continue higher. There's also potential areas where it can continue lower too. And a lot of different factors are going to be in play there, right? It's a lot of support and resistance levels. In truth, there's not a tremendous amount of volume at this higher price point. So until we build a more volume here at this level, we're not going to be able to see that, right? And we got the most amount of volume above the current price point. That's going to work as a resistance level too. So that 3 cent mark could very well pose a resistance. Okay. Now taking a look at the RSI, just quickly note here, we are bouncing down here off of right around the 42 range, still under 50. So until we break back up above 50 in the RSI, I'd expect the price to continue lower. That being said, if the price comes up to test 50, there's a good chance it could test this trend line and continue to reject. So oftentimes when we're coming into situations like this, I hold off on long positions until we have confirmation for the price to be above that actual descending trend. Okay, so cool stuff there in that regard. Now, 4-hour time frame, what we want to look at here is just a couple of things here. First of all, we'll turn off the volume, kind of see what's going on. So first things first, we do have a convergence on the MACD. That's typically a swing trader's dream, right? We like to see that on a swing trade. Specifically on the 4-hour, you can also see that we're going up to test 50 on the RSI, but we haven't gotten there yet. We're still in the 40s range. So that is a little premature. We're also still establishing lower lows and lower highs. So until that lower low, lower high pattern is changed, then we don't really have a leg to stand on. The important thing isn't to establish a higher high, it's to establish a higher low. Higher low is the first thing you look for in a trend reversal, and then higher highs come after. All right, so right now, our focus is to get this next low to be higher than the previous, right? Something like that. Okay, so 4 hours also bearish too. We got some bearish qualities. Is the 1 hour telling us anything different? Well, we came up to a 6, got rejected. Now we're resetting here at previous resistance range of 2.6. So that doesn't tell us a whole heck of a lot, but what this does tell us here is that we are consolidating above support, potentially above support here on the cloud. So if the price action can close at just say 2.6 or higher today, then we might have a leg to stand on for a potential run up to this trend line. Just keep in mind this Fibonacci retracement level at 0.618, right there at about 3 cents even, is going to be proven to be a resistance level. Okay, so that'll be a resistance area there. You can see it right here in proof in the pudding, right? We can see the price wicked up there, having some difficulty. We could potentially see a cup and handle pattern. We're seeing a lot of cup and handles right now on altcoins, just based on how they're responding to Bitcoin's behavior. Cup and handles on the horizon too. But again, this is a hope and a prayer. It's nothing that's definitive and obvious. So to me, we have slightly, just like a 51% probability of upside on the hourly and more probability of downside on the larger time frames. Give this shorter time frame a chance to be able to mature and grow, and it'll turn into some benefits for the long-term time frame. So for right now, ultimately the best trade is no trade. Let's take a quick look at CC Golden, and this is a just indicator that I have. We have two confirmational signs here to have taken a long position and a confirmation to close your position. So congrats to my community members who actually took those trades. They got a good 17% out of it. So again, there's still money to be made on a day trading perspective. This is a day trader's tool, but from a swing trading perspective here, we still got some time where we need to mature and wait for the price to continue to go a little bit higher and establish itself further. Bitcoin's also not done dropping, I personally feel. And in turn, we could see further downside from Caspa as well, because it is once again still on the overextended side. I hope this was beneficial for you, and once more, what's beneficial for us is to help us grow our Twitter community, so please be sure to go ahead and get on over here and follow, like, and retweet for a chance to win a free month membership for Crypto Cash Premium. Really cool stuff. Look forward to working with you. Hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one.